Here's a quick video of the config editor, and you can see doing something like this not in JavaScript would be a nightmare, because all these different buttons like this will change to some advanced options that show a lot more stuff you can change. Each of these drop downs change it to a different type of config. So doing something like this to dynamically change all this, and then open up this and you can change this table size. You can make it smaller or bigger, and you can change the min and max values. And doing something like this is just a nightmare, especially creating something that kind of defines how these look in something other than JavaScript is like super hard. But in JavaScript, you're just able to create all these small objects that define a different config or a different one of these blocks over here. And then another thing is you have to be able to use the blocks inside the other blocks. So you can see the stepper output service. I can actually come down here and select for the float output service. So that will convert the float value to a stepper position. You can actually add like this stepper, and you can see the step direction here. And because I added the stepper down here, you can see the same config basically copied from up here to down here. And you can actually, just like you can change this to a different type, you can change these to a different type. And so it's just, you know, configs inside of configs, basically impossible to do in something other than JavaScript, really. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's definitely much simpler to understand in something like this, in something like JavaScript versus C or C++, especially those, because those don't even have reflection. Like you can see that this references another config here in a string, and so that has to be able to go back and find that config that's up here somewhere and be able to use it. And that's just extraordinarily difficult in something like C that doesn't even have reflection to go look for the object names.